The January transfer window is just around the corner, so let's turn that frown upside down and let's speak about Hamza Igamane and his potential move to Everton. Welcome back to the channel, Big Stevie Cool here, and yeah, we have been of the opinion that we need to sell our players. We need to bring in cheap, sell for big. So honestly, cards on the table. If the right price comes in for Igamane, I think we've got to accept it. Now the problem for me with this is that it's kind of sad that that is the case because I think Igamane is a guy I'd love to keep at Rangers for a couple of years, man. Just the last couple of games, he's been really good, goals, assists, whatever. But it's like I don't want to fall down the same trap that we did in the past, man. When Morelos and Kent and players like that, where we should have just sold them and we didn't. Now, I think in an ideal world, he doesn't go in January and he probably goes in the summer or maybe next January or something like that. But before we get into it, I mean, his current market value is what? 2.5 million. Now, that was last updated on the 3rd of December, but let's be honest, guys, I think it's been up since then. But that's according to transfer market. So it is what it is. Moving on though, to his stats for the season: 18 games across the board. That's even when you factor in one of the games that he's played for Morocco or something, or the under-23s in Morocco, the Coupe de Trun Maracano, whatever the hell that is, right? It's 18 games, 6 goals and 2 assists, which may not sound brilliant, but as we know, it's not like the guy has been starting a hell of a lot of games until recently. And I think the more interesting stat to actually look at for Hamza Igamane is his goals per minute. He is averaging a goal every 34, every 134 minutes, which, yeah, for a striker, it's not fantastic, but he's not starting every game. But if we move over to the Europa League, all right, he is averaging a goal in the Europa League every 47 minutes. That is absolutely phenomenal, man. That's absolutely phenomenal. I mean, you cannot spin it. That is an absolutely incredible record. 4 games, 4 goals, 1 assist. I'm looking forward to seeing this guy, at Old Trafford and the next game against Union Ghent Colossi. I'm looking forward to seeing this guy, in the next couple of games. And, as bad as the weekend was there, right? I'm looking forward to seeing how this team reacts and also how this team can bounce back. And, man, the weekend is what it is. It was absolutely horrific, and I'm not going to pretend it was fantastic, all right? Because we've lost. We've lost another game to Celtic. Another cup final, right? But you know what? Time to move on. The manager's no going. The players can't go anywhere till January. Have to deal with it. And what I will say is, the past, since the international break, it has been refreshing to see players that we wanted picked, and I just hope we can continue to build on that. It would be very easy for me to sit here and greet for the next 6 months until the end of the season, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put a mask on it. I'm going to pretend that it's not really much as pretend. Like cards on the table. We've improved recently, but we need to keep improving. Let's see what the fortitude of the mental fortitude of these players is like when we see the game against Dundee and then January 2nd among other games. But this season we have got to win the Scottish Cup. We have got to win that Scottish Cup, man. That is the be all and end all this season. That has to be won. The league is gone. I'd love a run in the Europa League, but the realistically thing is, man, we're not going to win the Europa League. But yeah, we've been pretty good in the Europa League, so you never know. You never know, guys. It's no impossible. You gotta believe. But as for Hamza Igamane, no less than 15 million for me. If you get 15 million, absolutely accept it. Can't afford to not be accepting that money when the club is 17 million in the red. It's quite that simple. I mean, some people would argue we'd probably even need to accept even less than that. But you know what? I think this kid's worth it. And I think even if you didn't accept like 10, I think in the summer or next January, you could be looking at doubling it. Something around that. Because guy's banging in goals, and not only is he banging in goals in Scotland, he's banging in the goals in the Europa League, and that's what they're going to care about down south. That's what they're going to care about across Europe. So it is what it is. Anyway, guys, Hamza Igamane, leave your thoughts down below. I don't want to sell him, but the price is right. We've got to.